What's up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and I am back giving you the latest news on the front page of VGN. The big story today is about a patent which Sony has received, and this is more technology that could possibly point to the ability to limit users from playing used games or trading used games. So here's what the patent does. It's a technology that places an RFID tag on your game disc. So when you go buy the game disc at the store, it has a tag in it. The machine then reads that tag and can tell whether or not this disc has been used in another machine or connected with another user's account. And at that point, the machine then could stop you from playing or limit features from the game, like being able to play online. Now, this is a topic that we've talked about before in the past, and it's kind of died down and we hadn't mentioned it much, but there were rumors back long ago that the next PlayStation and Xbox were looking at ways to limit being able to play used games, because the developers are saying, look, we put in millions of dollars and invest millions of dollars in order to create these games, and then what happens is we lose a ton of sales because every time you go trade a game in or you go sell a game to a friend or something, we're not receiving any money for that. So you're getting to use our work without us seeing any benefits. So they're saying it's costing them millions of dollars. Now, before we start throwing Sony under the bus and, slamming the PlayStation 4 and throwing rocks at it, let's be mindful now that this has been brought up in the past, and sometimes companies get a hold of patents and don't ever use them or don't ever put them to use. It's just technology that is there and available. And it's also worth noting that, look, if it could limit certain features, then it could be just a brand new system that could do something very similar to what we're already seeing in games, where you have to use a code and type that code in order to get online play. That could just be an easy way to get rid of that code system. And also, it's worth noting that it would probably be linked to your account. So if your console died or something like that, you would probably still be able to play that game, I'm assuming, some way. So a lot of people are upset. They're saying, look, this is a war against consumers, and really we just have to wait to see how it plays out and see if they even put this technology to use. Back a few months ago, when these rumors were running rampant about the next PlayStation trying to limit used games, the head of Sony actually came out and said that he was totally opposed to this idea of blocking used games. But of course, he's just one voice, and he was speaking on behalf of his opinion. And of course, Sony Japan has the final say in what they decide to do with this. But here's my question to you. If they did implement this technology into the next generation Xbox or PlayStation, would that prevent you from buying that console? Post your comments below. Let me know if you would go out and still buy a console even though you couldn't play used games. Post your thoughts, but again, I want to stress that this has not been implemented. At least they haven't come out and said that it's being implemented in the PlayStation 4, and this is just a patent. So they do have the technology to prevent this, but it's not saying that it will be implemented. So again, want to stress that point. Nothing's final yet, and as soon as we do hear something more, then you'll hear it right here on this channel. So be sure you subscribe. Be sure you also check out VGN, videogamesnews.com. Links are in the description if you want to read more about this. And that does it for me, The Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.